Hi, my name is April Kirkwood, a real counselor, I know, believe it or not, and I would like to welcome you to our cozy couch where we talk about the truth about love, the 411, the things your guidance counselor never told you, except if I was your guidance counselor, or your mom, or your grandma, or your girlfriends. Well, I'm going to talk to you today about something that I've discovered that is going to transform how you go out on dates and meet new guys. I know what they do to trip us up. I mean, let's face it. You've all watched Oprah, Dr. Phil. I'm sure probably you have some self-help books on your shelf somewhere in your home or on your iPad. Am I telling the truth here? You've been around. I mean, you only have to pick up a Cosmo and find out everything you want to know about love, sex, and rock and roll in this day and age. But for some reason, a lot of us, including me, get stumped up, tripped up, used, abused, and left brokenhearted, trying to pick up the pieces of what we did with the last 6 months, the last year, the last 2 years, or for some of us, the last 14 years, which ended up to be totally crap. That's what my book is about. Big Girls Do Cry. You might want to check it out. It comes out in the spring. You can sign up for it. But I promise you, stay with me here. Listen to what I'm going to tell you, what guys do to mastermind and manipulate even the smartest girls on the block. It's called the method of mirroring. Yeah, mirroring. Get it? Okay, this is my hands-on, so you remember this. And I'm going to share with you later how to avoid this little principle that the most romantic men utilize, incorporate, and manage to get into your heart and your bed and your life. What they do is, number one, they seek you out. They're kind of like hunters, and men are all hunters. And you are prey to them, let me tell you. So somebody that looks pretty cool kind of approaches you and sits down and asks you some questions. And you're taken back by their romantic gestures. They buy you a drink. They take you dancing. Maybe the next day, flowers arrive at your office or your home. Before you know it, you're spilling your guts, baby. You're telling them everything. You like dogs or you don't like dogs. You're allergic to cats. You like kids, your career goals, your religious views, whether you do yoga, whether you meditate, whether you're into the woo-woo, whether you think it's a bunch of crap, not to mention what your astrological sign is, and everything else from the top of your head to the tips of your luscious little toes. Well, what you have done, girls, is given them the 411 on how to manipulate you, guide you right into their arms. I call this the mirroring principle. Now, what you're going to hear from them, basically, is every freaking thing that you have spit out. You like dogs? They like dogs. You like football? They love football. You like the Cavs? They love the Cavs. Whatever it is. You like to go to ballet? They'll choke it up and they'll, I like the ballet too. Okay. And then you wonder 20 years down after you've been married to them that you've never been to a ballet since. You walk down the aisle. Seriously? You were a victim of mirroring. The bullshit, the BS, they tell you to win you over. And they do win us over. But what happens? You know, this is the bad part about being a player. I could teach you how to be a player, but eventually you're going to have to wake up with that person. And you're going to be stuck with them. Just the way they're stuck with you. They don't like the ballet. They hate your Yorkie. They can't stand how much money you spend on clothes. They'll never figure out why you think family is so important, though you adamantly express that to them the first year or so that you were together. What happens then? You're in a freaking mess. You're in a relationship with a stranger because he used the mirroring technique. Hello? Now, this is not for you to use because you can use it on other people too. I admit it. I mean, every good thing has a bad side. And although it's good in an interview, perhaps with a job, to kind of mirror what they're doing, mirror their body language, please, the only person that gets shorted in all of this is yourself, okay? What you need to do is this. And, okay. Now, this is what you have to do. Now, I'm not saying to be a fake. I'm not saying to lie, to mirror. But what I am saying, girls, is to be smart. Okay, you kind of like the guy. Your heart's going, oh, your belly is doing flip-flops. But when he approaches you, shut your freaking mouth. I talk too much. I mean, I always say I am the perfect Oprah Winfrey guest, although she has never invited me anywhere. However, I'm still hoping that may happen on my bucket list. But when you are trying to pick a lifetime mate, and this is very serious stuff, did you know the two most important questions you'll ever ask yourself is, where are you going? And who are you taking with you? Now, if you have spilled out all of your personal information and they are mirroring you because you are absolutely fabulous and the wonderful catch that your mother and I know you are, what you're going to happen is you're not going to get the real deal. So what you're going to do, I'm regressing here. What you're going to do is kind of pull back and put on an emotional mask and let them talk. Eventually, they're going to spill their guts. You know, every man I've ever gone out with told me the truth on the first date. I messed up. I'd like to have a good time. I really don't know what I want. My life's kind of chaotic. But I didn't listen to that because I was too busy selling myself. Because of my low self-esteem. Look how wonderful I am. Look how low cut my dress is. Look how much education I have. And then I'm duped because I wasn't listening. Please, put some kind of veneer on. And this is a metaphor. Don't go out looking like a kitty cat, but I do think this is cute, don't you? I may wear this for Halloween. Anyhow, please pull back a little bit. I always end every show with, follow your heart, follow your attraction, but use your head. Let them feed you their spiel, their shtick, their story. I'm going to give you a little cue on what I think about men. They're not that smart in the emotional arena of love. And if you let them sit there long enough, and smile sweetly, and don't interject your thoughts. Oh yeah, they're going to tell you the truth. Therefore, you can then go home and either pencil him into your black book, put him in your cell phone, look him up on Facebook, or keep moving because you don't have time to waste on a creep, on someone who has used the mirror of your true self, your loving self, your adorable self, to be manipulated and lied to. My wish for you is that you look in the mirror and see all of the great qualities. You don't have to oversell yourself. How to manipulate him into bed, how to keep him interested, how to get him to ask you to marry him. It's all BS. It's all crap. Because you're not being your true self. And your true self is just what everybody wants. Always remember, follow your heart as long as it's not above your head. Remember, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, my website, aprilkirkwood.com. You can email me, pr@aprilkirkwood.com, as well as chat with me. Look me up. I'm here for you. Where else can you get good counseling from a woman who has been there and done that? My book, Big Girls Do Cry, coming out this spring, tells you my darkest hour and how I arrived at finding the truth about myself, the men I've picked, the great guys I've let go, and where I am now. It's not too late. It never is. Ciao. See you again.